What's up? We're live. New camera angle. What is this? New camera angle with a corner. What? In the corner. This light is way too much. What's up, everybody? Who's all here? This light is way too much. I gotta mute myself. Nope. No, that's not gonna happen. Every time I think I'm ready, I'm always like 30 seconds away from being ready. You know what I'm saying? Way too much light. That's what I get for filming on my camera. Oh man, that's a lot. Woo-hoo-hoo! Got big news, guys. Got some big freaking news here. Oh, that's better. That's better. Okay, cool. What is up? Who's all here? General Solo is here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, see, I can't let y'all see the light stand because then it breaks immersion. There we go. Oh, who's all here? Scatterbug, what's up? Zach. Zach's here. The new Platinum Dragon. Stephen Harris, what's up? Y'all are inviting each other over for dinner. That's awesome. I've already met up with one of y'all in real life, and that was kind of crazy. Oh, yep, there's Hydran. Sexy Beast, right back at you, man. Let me fix this chat right here. There we go. We're gonna get it right there. Can I get this bigger? Can I get this chat bigger? I want to be able to have it larger. I had it larger last time. Oh well. What's up? Greetings, mortals. Stephen A's here. Resnet. Perkins. There's Perkins. So a cool little announcement here with Perkins is Perkins won the giveaway last time. We might be doing a giveaway this time as well. There we go. DJ Widget, what's up? We might be doing a giveaway today as well. Depending on, I'll let y'all know how some things go. But Perkins won the giveaway last time, which was like one-on-one time in these little back and forth chatting thing. And he asked me to be a god in his campaign, like an NPC god for one of his paladins. I'm his patron, or the paladin's like, you know, person he follows. So that's freaking awesome. Ibex is here. Man, this chat is popping. How many people we got? 23? Already at 23? Let's go. Share it up. What's up, Corey? What's up? Please, I beg of you, please do a giveaway. Dude, I'm planning on it. Here's my plan. Is this good? I think this is better now. It's my new setup. I have my camera set up with a teleprompter that just came in, so hopefully I'll be able to like not be awful at filming things. So that's exciting. So that means I have to set this up differently. We're growing, we're learning. So I'm gonna put this over here. We got some big announcements, guys. We got some big freaking announcements. I got freaking pages of announcements, guys. Whoa, Richard's here. What's up, Richard? It's always cool to like be talking to some of y'all in the comments like today and then like see you guys at night. That's freaking awesome. Deathstrike is in competition with Stephen A. Really, it's them two, and then Prince of Crows. Those three are always like the first commenters on all my videos. Won't be on for the whole thing if I win. No, it's all good. It's all good. So if DM Ibex wins, he is foregoing his prize over to freaking General Solo. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Today's a good day, guys. Today's a good day, Solo. I got a lot of announcements. So let me get into that. Here's what is also going to happen. I don't know if... I went to go text, but I don't have my phone on me because my phone is right there. Nope, nobody in here knows those people. Maybe if my players are in the chat already, let me know. If my players are in the chat already, yeah, let me know. In fact, I'm going to do something real quick. Babe! I need you to text Jason and tell the people to get on. So here we go. Here's what's going to happen. That's calling out to the dungeon wife. That's what y'all named her, not me. It seems a little... But anyway, tonight I'm going to give you the finale of the Feywild 2-shot that got pretty wild. My God, it's the craziest moment of D&D that I've ever played. I'm not just being hyperbolic to try and like hype it up and like build it up to be this thing. It was crazy. Lots of things to learn from as a DM. Lots of things. There was first times for me. So man, it was absolutely insane. Emiliano, what's up? Can I be your player? I have, which actually segues into this whole thing. First announcement that I dropped today is my new Patreon tiers. Patreon is the monthly donation subscription that you do to somebody to try and help support them in what they're doing, whether it's like an artist or a musician or a D&D YouTuber. So I updated all my tiers to give y'all brand new stuff. Literally, I doubled and sometimes tripled the amount of rewards in each tier all the way up through the ranks. So I completely updated that because literally without that, I wouldn't be here. And if you see that video, and I'm not just plugging the video for Patreon purposes, I'm plugging it because in the link to that video, there is a behind the scenes thing of where we used to be in my studio, in some room upstairs that was stolen lamps from around the house. Crazy. It was freaking crazy. So yeah, now we're here. We have this stuff. This was all from Patreon. This thing that I pulled out of the thing, this is, what is it gonna get in the shot? This thing with the stand that's now falling is from all my Patreon stuff. So huge shout out to all of you guys. There's like 60 of y'all now. But that's one big thing I updated today. And then doing a for the rest of this month, a bonus rewards on top of that to give people even more. But enough of that. Oh yeah, you get a custom resource and we're gonna do a Zoom call. So like right now, this is a live stream, right? But we're gonna do a Patreon only Zoom call for all it's all on the thing. But anyway, I'm not gonna go over what's in videos. That's all gonna be here. DMI makes my friends get a job. Okay, sweet. But the new also thing. This is a big announcement because I gotta go through them all now. Because I got one bad news and like 4 or 5 good newses. So here we go. First of all, the Patreon only live stream is going to be next Monday. And I'm going to explain why here in a second, but it's going to be next Monday. Here's what I mean. Super Chats is kind of the thing that just got unlocked with us being here on YouTube, and we're big enough now. We're big enough. Oh God, there's one of the players. Oh no. So James D'Alessandro is one of the players. We'll talk about him, and I'll even say this: he's the one that derailed everything. He brought the house down, and I had to literally be like, hold up, guys. First time I've ever had to do this. All right, guys, we're gonna take a little 5-minute break real quick. I gotta fix some stuff here, because so here we go. I'll get into that later. So the Super Chats is the little thing down there. It pops up on the screen. Usually in my live streams, I do a Q&A where I'm just constantly answering questions back and forth. This is going to be a homebrew breakdown where we have a direction, we have a purpose. So the only questions I'll be answering, I'm trying not to be a jerk by like if you ask a question and I don't address it, it's because we have this, we're trying to get moving so I can tell you guys what happened in this big homebrew thing. But I will answer any Super Chats, and I don't do well with just being donated to. I feel like I have to give back. So what I chats is I compile them up and I give extra rewards out based on that. So I have a list of everyone who's ever super chatted. Mad Madam, Philip Bush, Taylor Gilliland. Too many eyes in hells, I'm sorry, man. Stephen Harris and Arnie. So I know who those people are, and 4 of them were patrons, so the big thing I unlocked for them was a Patreon-only live stream that I'm doing for them. So I super appreciate the Super Chats, and I keep track of them. So that's where some of these extra giveaways come from, and anything that y'all put in, I'm putting right back out. So let's do it. So here's some of the big announcements, though. Next week, this Saturday is a video on how to set a DC. Oh man, there's so many of you guys. Oh, what's up? Clueless Morgan? You're called Clueless here, but this is Morgan. Oh, Jason Tule is another player. He was of the 4 players, he was the veteran one that's played before. The other 3 are new players, so there's that. So there's 2 of the 4. We'll see if Lloyd and Sasha get on here. But the how to set a DC video comes out on Saturday, like normal. Lots of announcements in there. But here's the bad news, guys. Here's the bad news. The bad news is I do not have a video, or I do have a video. I will not be posting a video next Saturday. next Saturday, I'm not going to post a video because, here's the good news, I am doing a collaboration with Trent Monk. It's official, it's posted. I have some of the footage right here. I'm doing a collaboration with Trent Monk. He's a D&D YouTuber. He has like 17,000 subscribers. So he's much bigger than we are. And he liked our stuff. One of you guys, and that's the coolest part. One of you guys literally talked to him. I was like, hey, the Dungeon Coach has a good Ranger homebrew video. You should check him out. So he went to check us out. And then now this collaboration came from whoever it was that went and talked to him. So freaking thank you for that, because if you hadn't done that, we wouldn't be doing this collaboration. And that's going to be huge for the channel. So, oh God, Lloyd is here. Lloyd Peach is the monk. Lloyd Peach is here. He's the third player. Oh man. So yeah, yeah. Way too many Saturdays ahead. My brain hurts thinking about it. I know. I'm going to talk about it all in the stuff. It's fine. I promise. But General Solo goes, no. This video, so you won't get a video Saturday, but then Monday, the next following Monday, there's going to be 2 videos dropped on Monday. One on my channel, one on his channel. Here's some behind the scenes footage. All access. Boom, right? I'm editing. I'm literally in the middle of editing it right now. I got some little overlays going. Me and him talking. That's actually a good picture. We're both smiling. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Okay, cool. But anyway, that's coming on Monday. So it's gonna be big. And then on top of that, I got more good news. I already talked about the live stream. This coming Monday for patrons only. Talked about that. In that live stream. Oh, this is even bigger, guys. I say this in the video, but we got sponsored, not by a big sponsor. Like we've had sponsors of some online resources and everything. A new website, Never Ending Animation Studio, who's actually going to be animating something for us. So that's another sneak peek there. But this is a big one. This is a fully published author, one of the best authors in the game. I reached out to her because I've used her stuff for years, and I've plugged it on the channel before it was sponsored, and then she actually responded back now, and oh my God, it was crazy. We are now sponsored by Table Fables. Check this out. Table Fables. These are like the best books, third-party books for D&D. I've said it in a live stream before too. Highly recommend. So what I'm going to be doing in that live stream, the Patreon only live stream next Monday, I'm giving away these. I have multiple of these, and depending on some unlock stuff, I'm going to be giving away these. This is a D1000 table, a D1000 magic item table. There's 1,000 magic items in here. No wonder it's so freaking thick, right? D1000. So anyway, that's freaking crazy. She literally says, she goes, "Oh my God, I love your channel." No. It was awesome. She's awesome, and it was so crazy. But anyway, so that is. That's that, new sponsor. And the final announcement is a real life announcement, and the Dungeon Baby is going to be born in 1 week from today. My wife's getting induced on Wednesday, so 1 week from today, she's getting induced. He's getting too big. So that's absolutely freaking crazy. So that is the big final woohoo, Dungeon Baby. Yeah, so that's gonna be absolutely crazy. I'm gonna keep things moving. I tried to for the last month or so, I've tried to get ahead. Thanks, man. Thanks, Marco. Congrats. Yeah. Thanks, Scatterbug. I'm now a dungeon dad. Oh, that's right. Oh my God, nobody's ever said that before. You're right. Whoa. Yeah, keeping the YouTube channel going with the baby around. I've been getting ahead, and I'm trying to get stuff and get systems in place to be able to keep rocking and rolling. So buckle up for that. So that's big stuff. So now I already told you all about the super chat stuff. Those are the only questions I'm going to answer, and those are what trigger different giveaway stuff during the live stream. So that's also the Crimson Tome is. Big thing, and I actually have the winners right here of the Crimson Tome. Make his and her character sheets for me and my wife. Dragonborn. Oh, the Dungeon Baby. Have a party for your kid's birth. I could do a live stream next Wednesday. Live stream in the hospital. No, my wife would kill me. The Dungeon Wife. she would kill me. No, that's not going to happen. Sorry, guys. I got to clean them all up for you. I don't know when he's going to make his first live stream debut. We'll see. Well, maybe that'll be some sort of challenge I give you guys. So I have 4 giveaway winners for the Crimson Tome. I'm going to go through them right now, then we'll go right into the homebrew. Because I think we have all of the players except for one. Sasha's the slacker. It's okay. We should have had her die, man. You know, that moment. Anyway, so Crimson Tome winners are, and this is also, I will personally, with super chats, I will donate my own to the Crimson Tome. So there's 4 copies of the Crimson Tome. I'll give away a 5th, or shoot more, depending on different stuff that goes down during the live stream. So the first winner, Ryan Phillips. Second winner, Dusty Dark. Third winner, Ignio Torone. Fourth winner, John Spigato Figueroa. Woo! Right? So those are the 4 winners. I'm going to be contacting them. If they aren't watching this live stream, they're probably not watching this live stream. I'm going to be contacting them. The giveaway is over for the Crimson Tome. Huge, freaking awesome resource. But yeah, I wanted to throw that out there. Zach says, happy for you, dude. Thanks, man. It's going to be crazy. The Dungeon Family, Death Strike. That's great. That is so true. Oh, my God. Oh, nice. All right, so now it's time for the homebrew breakdown. Oh, my gosh, guys. It was insane. Okay, so in the chat right now are 3 of the players. That is that is going to be interesting to see. Y'all can talk to them. We can maybe ask them why. I wish I was super fancy enough. If I had a laptop to do screen overlays and stream, I could like bring them in. That'd be nuts. That'd be so cool to do. But anyway, so I'm gonna scoot up closer so I can see you guys' comments. That's nice. So I'm going to give the breakdown. It was basically, we have the pugilist, which is Jason Toulay in the chat. That's the pugilist. And then the monk is Lloyd in the chat also. The ranger is Sasha. She's not here. But the paladin is actually a level 1, level 2, or level 1 fighter, level 2 warlock, multi-class, posing as a paladin. The whole 2-shot was a level 3 level 3 2-shot. So James in the chat is the paladin, Toragon. So here's what happened. This paladin, I'm telling y'all not the full backstory because a lot of y'all already know it, especially because I'm recognizing all y'all's names and stuff. So the paladin is posing as the warlock is posing as a paladin. The other players don't know this, and they think he's a paladin, Order of the Crown, all that kind of stuff, yeah. And the paladin has a pact with an unknown patron because he went into the Feywild, and when you go into the Feywild, upon leaving the Feywild, you have a wisdom saving throw, and if you fail it, then you forget everything that happened from the start and finish of while you're in the Feywild. So apparently he went into the Feywild, and then he just forgot everything that happened there and then woke up with powers. And now he has a patron, right? So that's how he became a warlock. And now he's posing as a paladin. So anyway, what's up, Piper? That is a very important setup because now we're going right into it. We pick up with the players. We had a 1-round skill challenge. That is a brand new thing. I've not done a video on that. My patrons voted on it, and it was 4th, but I only take the top 3. It was 4th as far as things they wanted to see. But it's a 1-round skill challenge. Like, in the moment, what's happening right now, here we go. So there's 4 players, and the setup for the skill challenge was these little mushroom people were kind of leading them through the Feywild forest, and out of nowhere, one of the mushrooms casted a spell, which triggered these, they're called Dwemer cats. It's a Pathfinder creature that I reskinned, reflavored for D&D. They track down magic. They can smell it, and then they swarmed them and they kidnapped. I guess they attacked the mushroom people, took them off, and everybody's all running over the place. And then these basically, imagine like an owl bear, but it's a flying owl, fox, lion with his wings and talons, but it has a lion's mane and an owl head. Yeah, it's a weird creature. It's mostly owl. I forget the name of it, but it was I had a Roll20 little token for it. So anyway, this thing's swooping in on him. So you had these creatures swooping in on him. You have these cat creatures stealing and kidnapping these little helper mushroom people running off. And I was like, what do you guys do? So this was the skill challenge. It was a 1-round skill challenge, and here's how these work: is flying Alfox Lion. Got it. Griffin variant? Oh my god, it really is kind of like a Griffin variant. That's funny. Okay, so 1-round skill challenge. I was like, what is everybody doing? So everybody had one thing to do, and there's 4 players. They needed 3 successes of the 4 players, right? I had a DC, it was 14, and they had to say what they did. They could not repeat, but that was it. And at the end of that round, that result was it, right? 1-round skill challenge. We had a fail, and then we had a nat 20. Whoops, fail, nat 20, which is 2 successes. And then we had another fail, and it was down the middle. It came down to it. Torgon was the final one. Torgon had a moment. Ooh, Jason described these flying, swooping creatures as a skinny owl from World of Warcraft. I totally see it. Skinny Moonkin. Yep. That's kind of like what it was, man. Great description. So the final roll came down to Torgon. And the entire first session, he just did awful. No offense, bro. His rolls were awful. Okay, his rolls were awful, and multiple nat ones. He only managed to kill 1 or 2 or 3 things with 1 HP. Enemies that were doing anything anyway. So he just had a rough session. So I was like, this is his moment. Here we go. This is his moment. And then he succeeded, and he did some athletics situation. He did an athletics check, climbing up, jumping up, grabbing the creature by the ankles and pulling it down. But the other 2 players that ran around the corner, the pugilist was falling asleep, and he succeeded and brought him down and saved him. But he's asleep, and they're around the corner, and nobody ever saw it happen. One of those situations. So nobody even knew that Torgon had saved the day. He was asleep, and they didn't see it happen. So, oh well. That's the story of that's the day in the life of Torgon right there. But anyway, now getting to start spicing things up now. There's a centaur that came up to the paladin, and this archfey centaur comes up to the group. He starts talking to them, and he really picks out Torgon. He's like, Torgon, you have a good heart. Don't do it. Blah, blah. And I was very specific with talking to Torgon, the paladin, right? And he gave him a green crystal, and hold on to this green crystal. Y'all remember this green crystal because he didn't. So not so paladin. Yep. Some offense taken. That's funny. The centaur, he is an archfey. They did not know he's an archfey. He comes up to Torgon and gives him this green crystal. What this green crystal is, I'm telling you guys this now. They did not know this. This is a patron swap. If he activates this crystal, he would switch and gain the power. He would lose the warlock powers, gain the paladin powers, and he would have this massive buff, right? I basically would have let him keep the same stuff, and the ability of what he was going to be able to do would be reflavored to this positive Fey influence instead of an evil Fey influence. And he'd be able to do divine smites and other paladin stuff, right? So it was like an instant multi-class ability, right? Huge, awesome, crazy thing. That's the type of not weird, I guess, but that's the type of big stuff that I kind of throw at my players. But I throw it at all of them, and I keep everything balanced, so it's, nobody worry about like, that'd be too strong. But freaking, it's awesome. So here we go. So you never realize it's an archfey until it's too late. It was way too late in this case. So he has this green crystal now, and he kind of puts it away, and then he ominously like whispers something in his ear, and then rides off. So they get to this. They find their way to this hag's hut. I didn't say a hag. I kept saying lady. One of the players, Jason, in the chat right now, say if you knew it was a hag, because I'm pretty sure you knew it was a hag. Probably from the first session when they said go into the forest and prank a lady. He knows the game way too well to not know that, so I think he knew it was a hag. Anyway, but he did a good job not metagaming and only doing what his player would do. So now they get to this hag's house, and they work their way up, and they knock on the door, and this little old lady welcome in, come, welcome. And she kind of brings everybody in and starts, being very accommodating. This hag is the archfey patron of Torgon, who does not know this is his archfey. And this is also the lady that brought in the Ranger's character, because we have a Fey Wanderer Ranger who also got her powers from this lady that also doesn't know. There's a lot of, mystery going on here. Yeah. Jason is the pugilist. He goes, Feywild, old lady, obviously a hag. Yeah. And James goes, yeah, obviously. Duh. He's never played before. He's lying. All right. Oh, Sasha. Sasha is here now. Okay. Wow. Sasha is the ranger. Welcome, Sasha. We have all 4 players here now. Here we go. So they're all there now at the house, and they're all here now too. They're at the house, and they start kind of walking around, and things are kind of weird. I purposely wanted to be kind of weird. And she's just very nice, and then she's like, whenever the ranger talks to her, she's like, assuming that she knows, and then whenever she talks to Torgon, she's assuming that he knows, but then she figures out that they've both forgotten from leaving the Feywild. So there's this whole, but they didn't realize that was going on. So if you see the picture here, and if you're confused, that's probably a good thing, because that's kind of where I was trying to play it, is they knew stuff, and if they could pick up on why is she acting this way, there's a bunch of different things going on. So, yay, Rangers. And side note, Sasha was the homebrew variant Ranger with my homebrew Fey Wanderer subclass on top of that, right? So there's that. Now they're in this hag's house, and the pugilist, Jason, gets suspicious, and he starts serving the soup. Like, she had some soup, and he starts serving it. He's like, I want to look inside the soup. And like he starts kind of fishing through it and ladling through it, and then he rolled high enough. I whispered him through roll 20 that you see some small bones in the bottom, about the size of digits. And so then, yeah, he kind of started to get a little of what's going on there, and then he starts acting a little bit like, okay, tension's starting to ratchet up, right? One of the players knows. It's like in the movie. It's like when you're watching a movie, and you as the audience get shown something that they don't know, so you're like, oh no. So yeah, that is kind of what started to happen there. And then here comes fast forward to this big moment, is they started, the pugilist pours the bones out on the table, and then everybody sees the bones on there, and then she's like, now it's time to play! And it's just this really creepy, crazy old lady. And then whoosh, everybody had to make a wisdom saving throw, and she starts restraining them against the wall, except for Torgon. Torgon was completely fine. No. How I did it was everyone got restrained. The pugilist actually succeeded on the throw and rolled over a 20 as a level 3, and he saved for a little bit. They had a little skirmish, and he like broke her jaw, but then she like exorcist came back up. Time to play, ain't you? La la la. Yes, exactly, Solo. Exactly. Strength save to be blown back. The pugilist had a little back and forth with her, but eventually, I mean, she's an archfey. Not gonna happen. So they're all restrained, and then she releases Torgon, from the restraint. She's like, "Come, my boy, come. We need now to show you something. You've brought them here to me, but now I will give you something as well." So Torgon is the paladin, is posing as Torgon. So the player, the paladin is posing as a warlock. Okay. The warlock that's posing as a paladin is actually named Nog, and he is posing as the paladin named Torgon. So he's not actually Torgon, he's posing as not only a different class, but a different person. So this hag, in front of her, the stone separates and rises up, and there's like an altar, like a on-the-fly altar made. And there lies the body of actual Torgon. So Torgon, really Nog, like Nog who's faking as Torgon, now has the real Torgon in front of him. And I talked to this player beforehand. I talked to James beforehand, and I was like, do you want to kill Torgon, or do you just want to imitate him? He's like, no, I don't want to kill him. I just want to, I want to make him look bad. I want to take on his image and like do stuff, like I want to look like him and then just mess with people and have people hate him. Yeah. I don't want to kill him though. I was like, okay. So, as a DM, I'm making notes, right? Just wait. If you can see what's coming, if you can guess what he freaking does here, okay. Thanks, Solo. You rock, man. You rock. Just trying to have fun. All right. So I have presented from the other 3 players are restrained, like by an archfey hag. They are literally restrained. They are by like telekinesis, flushed against a wall, a ceiling, everything. And then it's all on Torgon now. His decision. Do you kill the real Torgon? So the other players don't really know this. The real paladin, or the warlock paladin, whatever, he knows this. The other 3 players just see 2 Torgons, and they're like, oh, what's happening? So I was like, and there's this dagger, and so the hag floats the dagger over to him. It's this like purple handle, dripping green, jagged dagger, right? He floats it over to him, he grabs it out of the air. And she's like, kill him. This is my present for you. There you go. Yes, there you go. So he has the dagger. And I was like, what are you going to do? And he's like, and I described, the hag walks over to you, right next to you, is slightly in front of you, hunched over, waiting for you to do the move. I'm like giving him the, like, oh, here we go. This can be your moment to save your friends and da-da-da, right? So, no. He goes, I stab him. So, now this is where we're going to do a classic old timeout, okay? So what happened is, what was supposed to happen, sorry. And again, this is why I'm so glad to share this story, because what was supposed to happen is that nothing is supposed to happen, right? As the DM, I planned for certain things that I think would be a cool story, but at the end of the day, I provide the plot, the players tell the story, and they wanted to tell a much different story. So here we go. What was going to happen, this is not what happened, this is what was going to happen, was the 4 of them would have tried to encounter this hag in some way. Torgon have a moment to finally be heroic and victorious and turn on the hag, saving the friends to give them a chance to survive, right? Big, huge moment. And then they were all going to get teleported into the jungle. This, it was a big circular dungeon, it's kind of like dungeon, big circular forest dungeon type situation, kind of like the Hunger Games. You know, in the Hunger Games, how everybody kind of drops in, and then there's this boom, and they all have to kill each other. That was what they were getting dropped into. But it was kind of more like, if you've read the book The Dangerous Game, that was what this was most inspired by. Oh, General Solo, don't give him props. Don't give him props. Just wait. You're gonna be on a roller coaster of how you feel towards Torgon. Trust me, as this goes on. Trust me. Cornucopia of death. Yes, exactly. So, cornucopia. They get dropped. They were going to, again, this did not happen. This was what my plan was. They're going to get dropped into the forest, right? And then they're going to be able to try and escape. There's going to be multiple paths, multiple challenges, different traps, 3 different ways, different obstacles all throughout the forest to try and find the other survivors and save them, find the blue crystal to stop the mist that they had made a deal with the pixies for, and escape through the waterfall. That was the big plan. There's things in the center. There's going to be all this kind of stuff, right? And then the whole time they're going to be hunted down by this big Fomorian bounty hunter and these 3 cats, these 3 Dwemer cats that I referenced earlier and gave some little foreshadowing to. These 3 cats are going to be hunting them down, and they're going to have to run from them while going through. Whew, that's the idea. That was the vision, right? But no. Nope. The most dangerous game. Exactly, Skybug. Exactly. Rip real Torgon. So, yeah. So, it was going to be brutal. Freaking the Crossroads Tavern. It was going to be brutal. Yep. See, James, you ruined it. That was part of the reveal. Yes. So now untime out, back in is he plunges the dagger, right? And so James already said he didn't realize, but the Torgon was just an illusion, right? So yes, the Torgon was just an illusion, or the real Torgon was just an illusion. He plunges the dagger into Torgon, and as soon as he gets his dagger through, I was like, the dagger goes straight into the stone, and you get that vibration, whenever you have a metal hits stone, ting, doesn't happen. It goes straight through the illusion. The illusion dissipates, and his visage dissipates. Right? He looks normal, and they saw what he truly looks like, and then the other players now realize, oh my God, that's not. So there's a little bit of a big reveal there. There was some other foreshadowing that I don't want to go into that I also did beforehand. Foreshadowing is huge. I could do a whole video on that. So yeah, and yeah, General So, this is why DMs things never go according to plan. Yeah, yeah. Um, Lloyd's like, no, so this is how it's supposed to go down. Yeah. No, here, but we're not there. That's the first one. There's more layers to this, right? So now Torgon has now gone off the deep end. And I was like, oh God, whoa, wait, what? Oh God. This player told me he was not going to kill the Torgon. He didn't want to kill Torgon, but now he did. I talked to James later, and he described a very good reason why he did that, right? And he said that I feel like my character, when back against the wall, lose your powers or kill Torgon. I'm going to kill Torgon. And I was like, I totally see it. All right, cool, done. So he made a good call. He made a good call. So now I'm stuck in the situation of, oh wow, now how am I going to get them all on the same side now when, okay, here we go. So thinking on my feet, I threw out the secondary challenge. Secondary challenge was, oh, also side note, should I say that? You know what, we're going for it. Okay, the original Torgon, the Torgon laying on the table, was not originally an illusion. Ooh, top secret. The original plan was the actual real Torgon. And as soon as he did not kill him, they were going to have Torgon with them in the adventure. Like they were going to have Torgon help them in what was to come. Because as y'all saw, a lot of big stuff was happening and Torgon would be able to be there to help them. But he would have been not as good as what he thought, which would have been a whole nother side adventure for Nog to realize that Torgon really wasn't as cracked out as he was to be. Wasn't as cool as he actually was. And be like, oh wow, I really am not as inferior to, so there's a whole bunch of depth there. But as soon as I said like, oh my God, okay, so I can't have him kill him. I have to be able to have him be able to redeem this. Because at the end of the day, as a big picture here, I want these 4 players to play together and survive together. So I have to keep things going to try and get these people to get together. So I had to completely change it. Right, I had to completely do a hard shift there. So then, it's an illusion. Go through. All right, you get a second chance, Torgon. Or Nog. His actual name's Nog now. You get a second chance. Now the hag points to the 3 of them, and she's like, "The only 2 can enter. I will only send 2 living into the game. Now, who will the 2 be? Who will you kill, and who will survive?" And so she was like, all excited now that like you're ruthless. Okay, yes. So there's 3 players: the monk, the ranger, and the pugilist, right? And now James had Nog, the paladin, had a second chance, right? I'm going to call him Nog from now on, right? Torgon, part of Nog backwards. Okay, Nog. All right. So Nog now has a second chance of redemption to save his friends, right? Now, second chance. Here we go. Remember everything we said. Here we go. Which one will you kill? And I was like, they are all restrained. They're all restrained. She's in the middle of kind of like looking at the 3 of them. You're behind her. You're kind of looking around. And so I tried to paint the picture. You can stab her in the back, dude. If you stab her in the back, it's now a big happy family again, and we can do this cool thing that I made. He's like, no. Oh, but seriously though, what happens is so cool. So I wouldn't change a thing. I want to clarify. I would not change anything that went down. It was crazy. And Torgon, Nog, has never played the game before, and huge moves. Anyway, backstabbing isn't very paladin-like. But you're not a paladin. You just killed your friend, which is kind of the dark road you went down. And basically Torgon's going off the deep end, and y'all are seeing this coming. Only front stabbing. Oh, Morgan, what's up? You changed your name. Nice. Deathstrike has to go? Later, man. Later, Deathstrike. Okay, so here's what's going down. He has a second chance. I said, basically, if you name any of them, they're all restrained. The blow would be a killing blow. And whoever you name will just straight up one hitter quitter. There will be no dice rolled for it. They would die. Dagger to the chest, right? Torgon was like, Nog was like, I killed the monk. He said Thurak, the character's name, but still, he goes, I killed the monk. So Lloyd, in the chat, he just straight up murdered Lloyd. So, backstabbing, front stabbing. Morgan said only front stabbing allowed. Well, Morgan, what if somebody's restrained, completely restrained, they can't move? Is front stabbing allowed? Because that's what Torgon did. Straight up killed Lloyd. Or sorry, Thurak the monk, right? Straight up murders him. Right? He just totally wanted to be evil. Oh, for sure. For sure, right? I know the monk was your favorite. Yeah, he was this like water bending avatar monk, fighter situation. So yeah. So Nog straight up murders this monk, right? So now I am a DM, and what do we do now, right? So I was like, all right, guys, here we go. This is crazy. This is absolutely effing crazy. So timeout. And I've never had to do this before. In all of my years DMing, I've never been thrown such a curveball that I had to be like, guys, I need a second, right? And I mean, that's for sure happens. And I was like, 5-minute bio break. Here we go. So I went to a separate channel. I pulled Torgon into another, or Nog. I pulled Nog into another channel, and I was like, all right, here's what's gonna happen, man. You're now a villain. If you couldn't tell, you're now a villain. Can I ask how players were handling the PvP in a bit? Yeah, there's going to be some PvP. So trust me, Crossroads, it's coming. Yeah, exactly. So, okay, and this is now, you're not in an ideal situation. And this is for a timeout within a timeout. This is now the point as a DM where the game has to keep going. You prepared something. It's out the window now. Okay, cool, done. But what could I take with that and turn it into something, right? I don't want to end the session and then have to make something else from scratch, because then now we have to delay and play. Like, you want to still play, but you want to keep playing. You don't want to have to randomly stop a session. And I saw this as like a challenge to myself as a DM to like, what can we do here? So, I had this massive maze, right? I had this big death trap, and the 4 players were going to be hunted down by one Fomorian bounty hunter with 3 cats. Well, now there's 3 players. Okay, well, technically 2. One of them's dead. We'll get to that in a second. One of them's dead, and then this player, the Nog, now traitor, backstabber, double backstabber, or double front stabber, front stabber, restrained illusion, and front stabbed his own person, who earlier saved his life, by the way. The monk earlier in the campaign saved Torgon's life. Just throwing that out there too. So anyway, so now Torgon is going to hunt down the other 3 players. That's the change. Everything's the same. They're going to go through the same stuff. Everything's the same. The only thing I was like, oh man, the thing that sucks though is this one player is not going to have the same experience that these are. Well, that's his fault. Not necessarily fault, that's his choice, right? He chose to be this one thing, and he's going to go against them. So there's going to be some times where he's maybe having to kind of sit there for a second while I run the other players through stuff. But I was jumping back and forth in Discord channels, and that's kind of what's going on now. So now the stage is set. Oh, sorry, the dead monk. I had her smash her staff into the ground, and poof, they all teleported, and she teleported a dimension door. So, oh yeah, that was kind of the big curveball here. Let me get caught up in chat, guys. I got so carried away. Yeah, curious how they all handle it. Yeah, well, we're gonna get into it. Front stab your friends. I know, right? What? You shouldn't front stab friends? So now they teleport them all out, and I had the ranger, the pugilist, and the monk all now there. And I had a person in the woods, one of the persons from her backstory, one of the people from the ranger's backstory. She had 2 people from her backstory. This guy has been like surviving, and he's been in this stuff for a while. He's been in the jungle, living and foraging. He comes out. Originally, he was not going to come out. Originally, it was going to be the 4 of them and Torgon. So now it's the 3 of them and no Torgon. So I'm like, well, crap, I got to bring somebody. Well, I'm changing some other piece over here, and I'm putting it over here. Now he comes into the rescue. And I needed him to have some healing capabilities, because the paladin that was going to have healing capabilities, I didn't tell you this part, James. The paladin that was going to have healing abilities to be able to help them is no longer a thing. So this random forager guy has a bunch of potions and herbal, medicine remedy stuff, right? So, oh God, Sticky. Oh my gosh, Solo, you remember Sticky. That's so funny. Sticky is here. Sticky is there. Sticky is, oh my gosh. I remember what happened to Sticky. Remind me of Sticky. Stolo, if I don't tell you what happened to Sticky, remind me. Sticky's with them too. He's a stick that's in the pouch of the pugilist, right? So Sticky is still there. He's still good. He's along with him. He's in for the ride. He's with him to the end. I'm gonna help you as much as I can. Yeah. He does play a part, James. He does. So now the players go through. What's going? Wait, is this? Okay, there we go. The players are going through and getting hunted down by Torgon now. So I'm gonna fast forward this part here because it was not. I gotta get to the juicy stuff. So they bring back the monk. They had to use some resources, bring back the monk. So now the monk, the pugilist, and the ranger, along with their friend and along with Sticky, and the dog. Sorry, the pugilist has a subclass. The pugilist subclass, he has a dog named Bishop. So it's this little gray mutt of a kind of wolf type dog. So there's dog, pugilist, monk, ranger, and the ranger's little friend companion. With a 5, and now they have to survive through the 4. So there's multiple branches, and I separate in Roll20. You can separate the players what map they see. So I separated them, and I separated them in Discord, and I was hopping back and forth, and then I would say like, here's the thing, here's what you see in front of you. I'll be right back. And what do you do? And I let them talk to each other. It's like, well, it's the other one. Here's the thing, here's what's in front of you. Where do you go? So now I'm on a third screen inside of all this. I'm on a third screen, so I have. They go to the right. The players, the group of 3 players, go to the right, and Nog goes forward, right? So he's a little behind him. So they go this way, and he goes this way. So he goes the wrong way, or else he would have been chasing after him. He also has 3 cats to kind of send around. Whoa! We have a super chat. What the heck? Terrace, what is up, man? Dang, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? $10 super chat. Back to the kiddo. Dude, 1 week, man. 1 freaking week. Dude, Terrace, you rock, man. Terrace has just unlocked a giveaway. Dude, you rock, man. Thank you. You've been here for a long time. I gotta get... There we go. Terrace has been around since the freaking beginning and is super active in Discord. He's one of my like basically almost little moderators over there on Discord. So freaking awesome, dude. Thanks. But again, so Crossroads said that's some new dice. But that's the thing, man. Like anytime I get like money from YouTube or Patreon or whatever, I try and like put it back into the channel or you guys as best I can. So at the end of the stream, we're doing I'm gonna give away another thing from the Crimson Tome. I'm gonna do a giveaway for the Crimson Tome in the chat. So you rock, dude. That's awesome. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna put you on the thing that. Gotcha. Terrace. All right. Anyway, thanks, man. Okay, so where were we? They're all going their different directions. Giveaway for everybody. Giveaway for everyone in this live chat right now. And that's the thing. So whenever I get stuff from Patreon, I want to put it in Patreon. When I get stuff from the general chat, I want to put it in the general chat. So I kind of keep things organized. So sweet. We all collect dice. Oh yeah, there's I have a freaking dice Tupperware container. Okay, back to it. Sorry, got distracted. Thanks again, man. They're all going their different directions now. I'm keeping track of each one. I'm hopping around Discords. Eventually, right? The players, the group of 3 players had to try and get around an owlbear, and they failed getting around the owlbear, and the owlbear let this loud noise. So then I hopped to the other channel and was I told Nog that you hear something from this direction. He made a perception check and he heard it, and he goes this way. So he's following after him now. And then he converges on them, right? So there's a moment where the 3 players are trying to get into the mines where this little cave situation is, where some of the other survivors are. That was their plan, to go help the survivors so they have more people, right? And Torgon intercepted them right before they were able to save it, or else they'd have more people, right? Also, Jason, the pugilist, Jason, said this action economy, we're outnumbered. If y'all had succeeded one more notch, you would have been able to go in there and get Charlie. You would have had Charlie the barbarian and Josiah, the other ranger, to be able to help you guys out too. That would have helped. So anyway, now, living dice gremlin. It looks so good. I know, right? My dice are organized by color and everything too, like a rainbow. I freaking love it. All right, dice. I'm getting distracted with dice. Pretty colors. So now there's a fight. Okay, so you guys wondered what happened in PvP. Well, here goes PvP, right? So now I have 3 players versus 1 player in PvP. So in this situation, they are already on opposite sides. It's not like a redemption type PvP. This is not a team and there's PvP within the team. That is a whole other thing. That's toxic, bad, etc., or can be if it's not handled correctly, role play wise or out of the table wise. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But they're on opposite sides now. I don't know if y'all have ever played Haunted House on the Hill, Betrayal, a Haunted House on the Hill. That's what it felt like. 1 player versus the other 3. And he came in there. He had 3 cats. He sent 2 of them to attack straight away, but the other one he had sent in a different direction. And then I had to keep track of when that cat came back in because he like spread them out a little bit. So now it's a 3v1, but really it's a 4, the 3 players plus their ranger friend. Oh, okay, plus Sticky plus the dog. So 6, I guess. Versus Torgon and these 3 cats plus 2 little hobgoblin guards that were guarding the cave. But anyway, much drama. Oh yeah. Morgan loves the Betrayal Haunted House on the Haunted House game. Yes. Believe me about team and PvP is such I'm telling you. Believe me. Oh yeah, just solo. I remember the stories you've told me about the PvP stuff, man. No, not that kind of PvP. That is not good. This PvP is good. Well, is an adjustment from what would have been. So now the fight happens. Okay, so they're going at it. They're throwing down. The party takes out the 2 little hobgoblin situations that were just little puny guards. The cats are coming in there. They have some illusion terrain stuff. We have some illusion stuff in their minds. Each cat did something different. One of the cats had this magic stealing effect, but the magic caster was on their side now, so that effect didn't really come out as much. But each of the 3 cats had different stuff. Torgon. Here's what I did with Torgon, and this is a props to Torgon after all the shade I've thrown his way. Loving shade, though. He was in my wedding. James, this guy, he was in my wedding. Oh, I guess so was Jason. So I guess you got one on each side. All right, so anyway, here's what I told Torgon, or Nog, sorry. Here's what I told Nog. I said, all right, Nog, we're on the fly here. I want you to go look on the spell app. Use your I gave him a spell app beforehand. D&D 5e. I just did a video. Link right here. I'm just kidding. There's no link. The spell app. I said go to Warlock spells. Look at every Warlock spell in existence. Pick any of them and let me know that you want to cast it. So basically, what I gave him, and this was the on the fly, like next level DM moves. I was like, you're going to be a villain, but you're outnumbered, right? So I instantly boosted his health from 25 to 45. He already had 18 armor class because he was a paladin, and so he still had his whole thing on, and he was casting spells as a paladin. So I made sure, I know there's like some balance. You can't cast spells if you're in heavy armor, but he was proficient in it because he had multi-class and fighter, so there's a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Anyway, I was like, you can cast any warlock spell that there is, right? And then what I told him, I will balance it on the fly. So put a lot on me as a on the fly quick try and balance DM, but I feel like I'm good enough at that type of thing, whether it's homebrew, I guess, or quick balance on the fly. I don't know. I said any spell you want to cast, go ahead and cast it. So at one point he cast Finger of Death. At one point he tried to cast Mass Suggestion, Dominate. So he was going crazy with spells. But as soon as he said the spell, I just insta nerfed it down to like what the power of like a 3rd or so level spell would be, 3rd or 4th level spell. So that was kind of the adjustment. I was like, here you go, you have access to all this stuff, go for it. I'll change it on the fly, and you have a free legendary action of a Eldritch Blast. You can just kind of throw out there as just a flavor thing, right? So there you go. And he did a great job with it. So props to you, James, for never being a player before and me throwing that at you, right? So anyway, Sticky tried, but Bishop ran up and took him back to the party. Oh, wait, Sticky. Yeah, Sticky and Bishop. Wait, did Sticky save the day and defeat the fake paladin? Sticky and Bishop both come into play here. Not in the way that Scatterbug said, but that is true. So anyway, here's the thing now. Fight starts getting crazy. The players are starting to lose. The players are starting to fall back. And here's kind of the moment where they fell back. I need you guys to get your tissue boxes if we're gonna lose somebody. We're gonna lose somebody here. There's a moment where all the players are overlapped. People are starting to fall down. He's doing some pretty good damage to specifically Sasha, the ranger, and she goes down. So the NPC had to run over and bring her back, and he poured a healing potion and he brought her back, right? And then they're kind of clumped up now. They're kind of clumped up. So when they're clumped up, Nog cast Shatter on all of them, right? So props to him. That was a great move. Props to him. He cast Shatter on all of them, and Sticky was in the Shatter. Sticky was in the Shatter. Sorry, guys. Nog did it. Nog did it. Sticky was in the Sticky is in the shower, in the Shatter, and now he just goes, he shatters into toothpicks, exactly. And I even did the no, and I did the whole little death thing for him. Sticky's gone. Sticky's gone. He's no longer with us. And as Sticky dies, on our Roll20, in a great villainous fashion, James, the person playing Nog, goes, yeah, so it was a pure villain moment. And so now things aren't looking good. Things aren't looking good. Everybody's kind of low. People have dropped before. We're trying to have people run around and triage people. There's only one of the 3 cats is down, and Torgon hasn't been touched yet. So it's not looking good. Like, it's not looking good at all, right? And I'm going to keep this going. I'm going to keep this train going, guys. You thought that was bad? Here it comes. I have Nog whispers me. Nog whispers me in Roll20, and he's like, "Hey, can I do this? Can I do this spell? Finger of Death." Finger of Death is a level 7 spell. He wanted to cast it. I was like, "Yeah, you can cast that." But I'm just gonna, we'll bring it down. It's not gonna be what 7d8 plus 30, I think is what it is. It's not gonna be that. It was gonna. And I think I brought it down to 48 plus 10. I think was the hot fix little call I made. I don't know. Like, y'all could break down the math of how accurate that is, but it felt pretty good in the moment. So now, so this is a good comment before I say this. How do you say that? Zollis. Didn't you just have a video where you said no one has had a true death? Impressive villain laugh though. No one's right. That's true. No player of mine has had a true death, like where they actually like in combat, like straight up bup died. So I guess Sticky's an NPC. Sticky's an NPC. He's not a player. Oh, hugs and kisses, Liz. Oh, Liz. Okay, I totally see it now. Sorry. Solace. Xoxa. I tried to read XOXO. Anyway, so Sticky was not a true party member, even though he was a true party member. But I guess at the end of this, there will be someone dies. Some people die. There are deaths. No spoilers there. So anyway, because the monk did come back, because I didn't want to just kill him and be like, all right, sorry, Lord, you have to sit here the rest of the time. That's really lame. Yeah, tricky though. NPC, sticky, tricky. All right, so here's this move. Nog whispers me he wants to cast Finger of Death, and I thought he had said cast Finger of Death at the pugilist, right? And I was like, all right, here we go. We're gonna make an attack roll, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, I'm going to attack the dog. So Nog attacks the dog. He casts Finger of Death. I don't know in the history of Dungeons and Dragons if the spell Finger of Death has ever been cast towards a puppy. Not really a puppy, it's a dog, right? I don't know if anyone has ever cast Finger of Death at a dog before. I don't know. I don't know if it's happened. I think that might have been a world record. So yeah, that happened. Boy, true evil. So he cast Finger of Death at this dog, right? And it would have totally killed the dog. But the pugilist saved him. The pugilist has an ability that Jason used the turn before, granting temporary health to him and his dog. If he had not granted temporary health to him and his dog, the dog would have been one hit or quittered. And the dog the dog succeeded on the saving throw and only took like 18 or like 22. He took 22 damage. Would have taken 44 damage. Whoo! He rolled pretty high on the thing. But anyway, no, anyway. So he succeeded on the saving throw and had the temporary health, so the dog survived. Okay, long live Bishop. Bishop was the dog's name. Whew, yeah, yeah. Anything you could possibly conceive that has probably happened at the table. I know, right? Indominus said, anything you could think of has probably happened. Like that whole dimension theory, anything that's probably happened, like it's probably happened. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. All dogs go to heaven though, so it's totally fine. Yeah, no way, no worries, no worries. The best boy. So yeah, Nog tries to kill Bishop. Bishop survives, and I'm going to go ahead and spoil this one. He stays alive the whole time. The pugilist sends him back into the cave to kind of go off and kind of, save himself or secure himself there. So yeah, Nog would have taken 44 damage if I was there saving that freaking puppy. So now it's looking really bad. It's looking really bad. So the rest of the fight now, man, it goes back and forth. They take out one of the cats. Another one of the third one finally arrives. The pugilist figures out that the hallucinatory terrain is actually illusory. The pugilist has he takes for 2 full rounds, he tanks and takes his entire turn to take the dodge action, which has never been more effectively used. The dodge action of dodging freaking everything from these cats, saving the day. So these messages pop up and I have to like review them because I think you said the word shit, but you're fine, so I'm gonna approve that message. So yeah, sorry. Now they are starting to turn the tide in battle. They survived through the cats. They hack down the other cat. Now it's one cat versus Torgon. Torgon gets in the mix of them. He's now in the middle of everybody. Torgon knocks out the ranger, and she goes down. He gets a potion. He gets her back up. Torgon next round knocks down the ranger again. So now the ranger's down, and the NPC ranger that I have, her backstory friend, he only had 2 healing potions. I said that out loud beforehand, so they didn't think that I was just kind of like, oh, he has another one. Yeah, oh, he has another one. You know, he didn't have any more healing potions left. So then I said, this is going to come down to a medicine check. It's going to come down to a medicine check. And he like slid in there to try and get her back. He's going to go for a medicine check. And on his medicine check, on this NPC ranger's medicine check, on this actual ranger, Sasha, the Dragonborn ranger, Feywild, this guy's from her backstory, and they had like been adventuring together. And I had like hinted at he's like, I care for you. I never had the time to tell you, but I love you. I just thought, and she's like, now's not the time, dude, right? So there was that whole thing going on. I just had a little funny thing off to the side. But he nat 20 medicine checks her to bring her back, right? And she's back now. And so I even had him, like, she gained some health from it too, and all this stuff. Is this big moment, right? I played it up to be a big emotional, like romantic moment, just like over the top being dumb. And then, oh yeah, so they needed that nat 20. I agree. Now is the time. So she gets back up, and then now they are, Nog is at like 5 health or something. He's super low. He's going back and forth. 2 of the players are 1 hit away from going. Nog cast spells at both of them. Neither of them hit. Everyone was starting to roll bad. It was this like last, like, nobody can really finish it off. Who's going to be the one to finish it off? The power of love. I love it, Morgan. So then, finally, the person who landed the killing blow on the boss from the session 1, the freaking ranger, shoots that arrow right into Nog. Right into Nog. Oh. The light fades as the pugilist and the monk next to him kind of sink the arrow further down into him as he crumples down to the ground. And done. And the other panther, cat creature dissipated. It was part of the curse that was a part of the forest, was which was originally a mechanic that was tied to the bounty hunter. If they killed the bounty hunter, which would have been really hard to do, that would have been impossible. So then they had to kill the cats first, but then they actually killed Nog first, and then that was crazy. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. James with a super chat. The freaking Nog himself super chatting. Dude, I'm putting you down on the list too now, man. Yeah, James. Oh, that's funny. Frickin', that's awesome. Thanks, bro. Is that your tip for derailing the entire? Sorry, bro. Here you go. Thanks, bro. Seriously, that's funny. Oh man. Okay, so and he sends it to me right when he dies. Rest in peace, Nog. Rest in peace, Nog. The dog killer, sticky killer. Don't think we forgot, but that does help to forget. I actually forgot now completely. Nog was a hero, actually. So that was at the end of the session. That whole thing went much longer because of all the craziness, right? So then it was super late at night, and I did like an episodic recap of everything, how they go back and they save the people from the cave, and then they nurse back the dog and the little splinters. One of the players got a splinter from Sticky, and they have that now to remember and buy. And then they go and they get all the way through, and they get out and they get back to the Pixies. They get the ship, they go back to the material plane, and then here's a cool final part here. The final part was, if y'all remember, I said this way back in the first homebrew session, and after this, we're doing the giveaway. So stay tuned for that. At the very end here, we're going to do the giveaway. I have a little different way that we're going to do it. For the Crimson Tome. So the very end, if you leave the Feywild, upon leaving the Feywild, you make a wisdom saving throw. I set the DC at 15. It could be much higher, but I wanted to at least give them a chance to have there be some opposite ends of the spectrum here. You know, I didn't want just everyone to fail or everyone to succeed. So there's that. We'll talk about DCs here in a second, but I put that out there. They all failed. They all failed the roll. So here's what happens. If you fail the wisdom saving throw upon leaving the Feywild, you forget everything that happened to you while you were in the Feywild. So, they all forgot everything. They all forgot. Okay? So keep in mind, they went to the Feywild to accomplish these things, to find their friends. The ranger went to the Feywild to find her two friends that had been lost there before. The pugilist and the monk had a plan to go to the Feywild. They didn't even plan on going to the Feywild. They got sucked in through the portal thinking, like, what the heck's going on? They didn't even know. And then Nog is now dead. Right? But the four of them, Nog, who at the time they thought was Torgon, the two monk and pugilists, and the ranger, so from their perspective, here's what happens from their perspective. Perkins, PC's forgetting is hard to roleplay for some players. But luckily, this is at the end of a two-shot, so the whole thing was just like funny, like concepts. They didn't actually have to role play it, and it was just a funny thing to end on because this session's done there. It's just a two-shot, but it was just a hilarious thing to end on. So now, but I totally agree. Purposely meta-gamingly not remembering all that stuff. Yeah. So from the player's perspective, the entire two-shot boils down to this. They thought from the four of them. We'll say from the perspective of the pugilist, the monk, and the ranger. They get sucked into a vortex and blink and appear on a pirate ship. Nog's nowhere to be found. Her two friends are back. And I think that's it. And all their crew's gone. The ship's gone and the crew's gone. Everyone's dead except for these people now. Nog's nowhere to be found. And that's it. They're like, what the heck just happened? And Nog will no one ever knows what happened to Nog. So no one even remembers that anything happened. Love it. Yep, Richard, that's exactly what happened. I thought that was a perfect ending to this thing where no one even knows. But what's funny is Jason asked for his dog. He's like, can Bishop roll to see if he remembers? I was like, go ahead, roll for it. He rolls a 19 for the dog, and Bishop remembers. So the dog knows what happened. The dog knows everything, but nothing happened. And yeah, Sticky dying, but they won't even be sad because it's just a bunch of splinters. They don't even know about Sticky. Somebody's going to have a piece of wood. They're going to be like, what the heck's this piece of wood? And then trash it like some splinter, right? Oh, man. Bishop remembers, exactly. So Bishop would have remembered that Nog, and he would have hated Nog. But the dog has PTSD now. That's so sad. What was also funny as a side note is remember the Centaur God, the Centaur Archfey that came in to give Korrigan the crystal, that if he had to use the crystal, he would have had a new upgraded patron, but you know, oh well. I'm sorry. He donated. So I mean, I think it was the better move. I think Torrigan really made the best moves. You know, MVP right there, right? But that Centaur that came in, he had 4 buffs to give to the players. I do this a lot. So if you're ever a player of mine, and I think somebody said that. Somebody said. How can you be a player of mine? I'm eventually in the future. I have some in my Patreon tiers. I have Patreon tiers I have Patreon goals for the channel, and once we hit certain goals, we get certain things. And we just hit our first big goal, and I'm gonna upgrade the logo for the channel. So I think you can see the logo. No, I think it's right here. You can see the logo. It's a logo that I got off Fiverr for like literally $5, and I had a guy and he did the thing, and there it is. So I'm gonna upgrade the logo. But anyway, one of those goals is doing Patreon only live streams and being able to like play with you guys, because that was freaking awesome. So I got pretty good at Roll20 now. I've done some other things, but that's a whole other side story. What I do is interacting, role playing. I want to reward that, right? So the Centaur had 4 rewards for my 4 players, right? For Nog, he had the reward of the green crystal that he never ended up using, but it would have given him paladin powers. The ranger would have been given a bow that had some really cool like pass without a trace, tracking hunter-gatherer type stuff that would have been really helpful versus the cat creatures to avoid them. The monk would have been able to unlock some hidden potential of being able to move water and like actually like cast water type spells instead of just like fighting with water. He'd be able to like really move water. And water counters fey creatures, but that's a whole other thing. And the final one was the pugilist. If the pugilist had to talk to the centaur, the pugilist was going to, or the centaur was going to grant Bishop, the dog, the ability to speak. So if he had done that, Bishop would have been able to speak. And if Bishop would have been able to speak, he would have remembered what happened in the Feywild. And if he remembered what happened in the Feywild, he could have told everybody. So it's funny how all that kind of stuff works out and how it all weaves together. So they held the funeral for Nog, but Bishop remembers. I know, right? Bishop's like, no, this is bad. Bishop would go pee. Bishop would go pee on the casket of Nog. Will you do a follow-up adventure with them? So Benjamin Buckhurst says, will you do a follow-up adventure with them? So the follow-up adventure with them, no, not as that group currently stands, because right now my son's born in 6 days now, pretty much. So that's going to be crazy. I also did this is kind of a side note, but I did another 2-shot. It turned into a 3-shot because it was all shorter sessions of like hour and a half, 2 hours. But I did like a little 2-shot with first-time D&Ders, so some family members of mine came together, and I got to let them play, and they've never seen me play. They know I'm doing this whole D&D YouTube thing, but they had no idea what D&D was, so they came together to play. I recorded some of it, so I'm going to try and make a video for that for you guys. But I wanted to do those 2 things to practice online D&D because I'd never done it before. So I wanted to bring my friends and my family. Literally, I had a friend group in the Feywild and I had a family group in the adventure they did. That's a whole nother thing. Just to practice, because whenever I DM for you guys, I know how to DM, but I don't know how to DM online. I've never done that before. So I wanted to be able to practice that so that whenever I do DM for you guys, I'm not like, where's the minute? Let me minimize this. Can you hear me? Right? So, and I don't want to do it yet until I don't have a hardline internet connection. I don't have a computer to actually do it on, to be able to have the setup to be able to run that and stream and record at the same time, right? So I want to be able to have some things a little bit more in line before I do that. But I am going to be doing follow-up adventures for my patrons. I'm going to do just giveaways for that. But speaking of giveaways, I think it's time. Bishop would pee on the grave post. Exactly. I totally agree. Is there any jobs or work that I can help you with in the game? Oh, any jobs or work I can help you with to do it? Oh, some side hustles you can pick up for me. No, man, you don't need to do anything, man. I appreciate any support that anybody does or whatever. I just appreciate it. I appreciate even like liking and viewing videos and leaving a comment in the video. Like with the notification bell turned on, and if you see it's alerted, if you just jump on the video, hit the like button, drop a comment, like even just that helps, just get it out there to more people. So Patreon or not, that helps. Obviously, patrons help. Obviously, all these little super chats help. Freaking Terrace and James. Oh, Indominus says Fantasy Grounds plus Discord is the bomb. I did an entire video on Roll20 in Discord for that, and that's what I use. I have not played on Fantasy Grounds though. In all of my research, I looked at everything, and Fantasy Grounds seemed more complicated, but has a higher, there's definitely some positives to it being more complicated because there's more stuff you can do. So I definitely might check out Fantasy Grounds in the future, but Roll20 is my go-to right now because that's super legit. The Crossroads. I want to know what baby names got absolutely turned down. How many were borderline D&D? Oh, the Crossroads. Thanks, man. Crossroads. I'm gonna have to write the whole name. The Crossroads. That's funny. Baby names. Thanks, man. Thanks, man, for $5. Appreciate you. That's going right again. That's going right back in towards these. I have a tally right here of. That's funny. Tally. That's gonna come in a second. I have a tally right here of the different super chats that all go towards the live streams, and you're added to that pool, man. So you've just contributed towards the giveaway in the future. That's freaking awesome. Show you Fantasy Grounds were in here. Hey, I know there's so many things that thing can do. All right, so to answer Crossroads' question, some names that got shot down. I love Ruger. I think it's a super awesome name. Ruger's a cool name. For if it was a girl, we were gonna name it Adley. I think that's a really cool name. That was one of a paladin character from a D&D situation. But his name is Talon, which I love, and we decided on that pretty quick. To answer your question, honestly, there were not many names floating around because we both, as soon as Talon, I was like, done. Dragon Talon, like freaking talons, right? Talon, like a dragon's talon, like you can't beat that. So I was like, done. Which is why I thought it was, when I said Tally, that's kind of like his little baby nickname that my wife has been saying. So anyway, his name's Talon Asher. Ooh. But anyway, that was that. But I wanted his middle name to be Ted because I think he's going to be Talon Ted. Ooh, got him. That's the type of humor here you get on this channel. Bringing in the heat for Crossroad Taverns. Hopefully that was for you, man. That joke right there. My dad game. Dad game on lock. My dad game is strong. Dad game is strong. Ted like the living bear? Yes, Ted, but it's for the I want my money back. No. That was the most I know. So I have said I'm going to refer to him as Ted. His middle name's Asher, but I'm gonna call him Theodore. I think I'm gonna say his middle name is Theodore because Theodore, people are like Theodore. Okay, well, but Theodore or Ted is short for Theodore, so that's like a hidden clue there. And then Ted, and if people put together Talon Ted, because he's so talented. Oh yeah. Oh, Madam, you came just in time for the dad jokes. Yes. So there you go, Crossroads. That was for you. Appreciate it. $5 gets you an awful dad joke, is what that. Okay, so giveaway time. Here we go. This giveaway is for the Crimson Tome. The Crimson Tome. I looked around for the Crimson Tome. It's a digital resource that I just did a video on. Okay. It's a digital resource online. I think it's like $5 or $10 online. It's a 100-page tome. I just did a whole video on it if you want to check it out. Of a bunch of different all the subclasses, except for Artificer. Artificer was not in there. But anyway, it was before that. So it's super awesome resource, very inspiring. The Druid class and the Monk is just nuts, and the Sorcerer's pretty sweet too. But anyway, subclasses, spells, items, all this stuff is in there. So if you want to check that out, check out the video I dropped last Saturday. So that'll be sweet. So here's how this giveaway is going to work. Sorry, I've been MIA. Had a lot going on. That's fine, Madam. I'm always here. I'm always here for you. No worries. So here's how it's going to work. All you're going to do in the chat. Oh, no. Do I have? Yeah, I do. I got good thing I have the iPad. In the chat right now, you're going to say a word. You're going to say a word. I'm not going to say what the word is yet. And I know you're going to be funny and type a word. Ha, ha, ha. Let me see if anyone did it. Ha, ha. Leave the dad jokes to me, right? Right? All right. So here's how it's going to work. You're going to say a word. I'm going to say a word. You're going to type that word in chat. You're going to have 30 seconds to type that word in chat. Let me see if I can pull up a timer. You're going to have 30 seconds to type that word in chat. And at the end of the 30 seconds, I'll tell you how it's going to work after that. Only type it once. Any repeats don't count. Only type it once. There's going to be one word. Type only that word. Bloop. You can say other stuff like, but try not to blog the chat up too much because I'm going to be using the chat for that. So once I say the word, boom, I'm going to make it 15 seconds. You're going to have 15 seconds to type it. Now I'm going to make it 20 seconds because just some people might type slow. I'm going to say the word, and you're going to type it in the chat, and then I'm going to go through that, and those are going to be people to enter, and I'll tell you how I'm going to pick it. So only say the word, only say it once, and yeah, okay, so here we go. Oh, I guess I should say the word. Is it hard to spell? No. That has nothing to do with time. It has nothing to do with, it's not timing. It's not the first person to say it. So just make sure you say it and then wait. And then 20 seconds will go by and then we'll kick it back in. All right. So here we go. And, the word. The word is blood. The word is blood. All you got to do is say blood. This is not a gang reference. I just kind of realized that maybe. It is not that. It's just the word blood. And I'm going to send you that resource. Okay. But there you go. 3, 2, 1. All right. So now again, I'm gonna. There's the. Oh, can I stop it? There we go. Okay. So now what's gonna happen? Now what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna count up how many bloods there are. Eventually, I feel like we might have summoned a demon or something just now. Eventually, I'm gonna have a better system where I have like, hey, internet bump, go. Besides this, so I apologize. So we got 1, 2, 3. Jeffrey Nassif, nice try. Oh, I think you were just talking afterwards. Okay, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 18 bloods. There are 18 bloods in the chat. I'm going to count it one more time just because I don't want to leave them at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19. I'm going to count Mad Madam. 19 bloods. Okay, so here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to go to my fancy app here. I'm going to go to my app. D&D. Where's my D&D apps? I have it on my phone, but I don't want to use it on my phone. There we go. So Feuds Dice Roller, also not sponsored, but it's also one of the apps that I use for dice rolling. So here's how this is going to go down. Let me scroll back down here. Oh, I think I also missed the chat. Graham Bennett, Coach, I just want to say thank you for all you do on the channel as well as some entertainment right now. Using it as a study break. Heck yeah. Talented. See, I hope I made you smile with that talented because he's going to be pretty talented. Oh, man. All right. Okay, so here we go. We got all the bloods. Oh, God. All right, so, oh, God, Crips. Yeah, I knew the joke was coming. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to roll. There's 19 bloods in the chat. I'm going to roll a D19. I'm going to roll a D20 just to be in the spirit of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to roll a D20. If I get a 20, that represents me, and I get the Crimson Tome. I'm just kidding. I'm going to re-roll. Okay, so, and that number is going to be the person. Now, again, it's the person based on my screen, not your screen, because it's different with latency and stuff. So here we go. I'm going to roll the D20. Bang. 15 is the number. 15. So, who's lucky number 15? I'm going to buy you a Crimson Tome from all these awesome super chats. I appreciate it. I'm not buying dice with them. I'm buying stuff for you guys. Okay? I know it'd be crazy. I can't just take money from y'all if it feels weird. All right, here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. General Solo, 15. What's up? Devin Powers was 14, and Jeffrey Nassif was 16. And I only told those people just so that you can know that you were so close. So close. So General Solo, that's awesome, man. Freaking awesome. Message me in Discord. He deserves it. Heck yeah, man. General Solo, like, that's the thing I'm talking about, man. Like, whenever y'all, like, we're talking about support, and it's not, like, I'm super appreciative of my patrons. That's huge. I literally wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. But it's also all of you. Like, to be able to do this social media platform. I've never been big on social media. My whole life before this, I was never big on social media. So, yeah, doing this YouTube thing, having to dive into social media, I think the thing I was not aware of that I would love the most about this is all of you guys. And I'm not trying to get sappy right now, but I was just excited to like make D&D videos and Sarah D&D stuff, but like this has been so cool. It's been a component of this that I never thought about, but the community that we have here is seriously next level. So I appreciate it. So, damn you, Batman. Batman. Where is he? There we go. That's Batman. There we go. That's how he said. So yeah, in General Solo, man, what I was saying is you are huge in that how much you support the channel. You're excited about live streams. You're vocal on Discord. You're super nice dude. So I am so glad that you want it. So awesome. Send me a DM on Discord, and I'll get your email, and I will email the guy. Or no, I guess no. Oh yeah, I'll buy the code from him and then email it to you. So I just need your email. That's basically need your email. I think I can just gift it to you. So yeah, you're good. Run an entire game as Batman. Or I could DM a game as Batman. You enter into the room. You look left and you look right, you see a candle. Oh God, that even just that alone. What's funny is Jason, the pugilist, he was a kind of a gruff, piratey type dude. He's like, batten down the hatch, he said, look, they're gonna talk a little bit like this. So that was rough game for him. Lloyd, you're so great, Alan. Glad I got to be a part of this little two-shot with you, dude. That was so awesome. Lloyd, you're super awesome to play with, because it's so cool to see people play D&D for the first time. Like, that is such a unique experience to be able to watch somebody understand that there's limitless things you can do, right? Seeing you fire the cannon off for the first time because you're in front of the cannon, you're like, I'm gonna fire this cannon and shoot this thing because it climbed up the cannon. I was like, brilliant, I love it. So it was super awesome seeing you be able to play the game, man. That was awesome. Yeah, sounds rough on the voice, sure is. I have to buy this. My sorcerer has been dabbling in homebrew blood magic with my DM. Oh yeah. See, and that's what's so cool, Jeffrey. I'm gonna say this: the sorcerer does need some tweaking. I will say that. There's just kind of like what I said with the cleric. You know, where not necessarily the cleric, maybe more so the bard, where they have like certain mechanics, and okay, so we got to tweak it a little bit, but definitely awesome. Like the concept is awesome. So with those tweaks is huge. And in general, if you want to make a blood class, Jason, one of my players, wanted to make he's been making a blood class, like not a subclass, a full-blown blood class. So even if you don't use any of these subclasses as they are, just the spells, just the ideas and the mechanics of the subclasses, you can freaking cherry pick those for days and just give them stuff. So that's been awesome. General Solo, glad I found a way to be awesome for this channel. Heck yeah, man. I love your positivity, dude. James, thanks, DC. Appreciate getting an opportunity. Freaking dungeon coach. I know, right? To have the dungeon coach teach you the game. There's so many times when we were playing with the four of us, because all four of these people are my friends in real life. Like, I've known them for years. So they've never, well, three of them have never played D&D. So it was so funny because I've never played D&D with anybody after being a YouTuber now. So there's so many times where things would go wrong, or my mic was like not working, or my camera was awful, my internet's terrible, all this type of stuff that I want to try and fix for you guys when I actually do DM for y'all. It was definitely some troubleshooting stuff, and we're always like, wow, the dungeon coach just has the best quality. Nothing but quality here for the dungeon coach. So yeah, I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. But thanks for bearing with me, and thank you, James, you specifically, for being the biggest curveball player ever. That's not a thing to any future player of mine. That's not a challenge. That's not a challenge to any future player of mine to derail things. So anyway, guys, this has been fun. I am going to say, to recap, today is Wednesday. Okay, so Saturday I'm dropping a video on DCs, how to set them. What do you do with DCs? If it wasn't so late, I was gonna have a whole thing and talk about DCs, but it's already 7:30. Wow, 30 minutes overtime with you guys. Freaking have me, and I think that's where Sasha went. We're having a game. We're gonna have a game night right now. So I'm late to the game night, guys. I got carried away with you guys. So this Saturday, I'm posting a video on DCs, how to set them, what do you do? Easy ways is my approach towards DCs. The DC is doing a video on DCs. Dungeon Coach, difficulty class, Dungeon class, difficulty coach. The difficulty coach. Dad jokes, sorry. Dad? No, okay, I was trying to say dungeon anyway. So that's coming out Saturday like normal, right? And I also, in that, I talk about how there's a special offer going on for the Patreon situation for the rest of this month. And then that following Saturday, so next Saturday, there's a video. The Saturday after that, there's not a video, but it's going to be the freaking collaboration with Trent Monk on inspiration. So that's going to be huge. It's going to be very inspiring. The video on inspiration is going to be inspiring. Guys, I'm telling you, man, I'm on fire now. Ever since freaking Crossroad Taverns, man. Ever since you super chatted me, I've been freaking punning it up. I've been so freaking punny, dude. So punny. Oh, Julian, you're here. You actually made it, man. Staying up till 2:30. Worth it. Get some rest, bro. That's so cool that you're here. Deception. I love it. I love it. The Dungeon Class, I know, right? There's a YouTube channel called The Dungeon Class. Dungeon Coach, Dungeon Crew. You guys are the Dungeon Crew. Oh, man. All right. So, wait. I think I might have missed somebody. Saw that and read it too. Oh, cool. Cross posts are working. I know, yeah. I try and post on everywhere I can because YouTube's not posting my stuff. And that's the other thing about what I was saying about how useful, like, General Solo and excited people about the channel is I can only share so many places. YouTube's not sharing us. If YouTube was sharing us, we wouldn't be at 3,000 subscribers. We'd be at 100,000. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube's not sharing us. So if you guys do it, that's what has to happen right now. So, all right. I think that's it, guys. Sweet. So, Patreon only live stream the 25th next Monday. No, next Monday. Yeah, next Monday is the Patreon only live stream, so that'll be cool. And that's where I'm gonna do the giveaway for D1000. It's freaking crazy. I'm gonna do it real quick. Just a little teaser. Just a little teaser. I'm just gonna open it. Pop. Actually, somebody say a number between 1 and 1,000 in the chat. I'm gonna do it that way. First number I see. Somebody in the chat say a number, and after this we're done. I'm getting carried away again. 841. Dan, you're fast for Crossroads Tavern. 800, that's 751. 841. Oh, y'all are too slow. I already got it. 841. 840. 841. Oh, this is so perfect. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. The bloody rag. Okay, first of all, it's kind of gross thinking about that in context of some other things. But the blood, right? Blood, Crimson Tone. We just did a Crimson Tone giveaway, and you won. Oh my God, you won the Crimson Tone giveaway, and you are picking the... Guys, what's happening right now? This is freaking crazy. That's nuts. JC, you're playing JC Craftmage. Do you do YouTube? I was planning to do a review on that book. It's amazing. Even like, again, it's inspiration. Like, dude, look at all these things. You can make so many stuff. I'm about to read it. All right. We summoned it. Oh my God, that's so right. We did summon it. And the dragon prince. Hats off to you, my lady, madam. All right, here's an example of what this thing does. The appearance is a slightly dirty rag stained with copious amounts of golden blood. Golden blood. Why is it golden? Enchantment. Though this rag registers as faintly magic, it does not appear to be enchanted. Oh. Though this rag registers as faintly magic, it does not appear to be enchanted. So it doesn't look magical at all. Okay. History. No one knows where this object came from or where or why it came to be. Whoa. So that's a perfect example of a magic item that I would give my players, and I have no idea what it does. I don't have any idea what it does. I don't know what this thing does. It doesn't know what it does. It's just a bloody rag. I don't know. It has golden blood. Why is it golden? It's magical, but it gives off no magic. So is it a cloak that if you put it around something, it makes that thing not magical, or it makes it not appear magical, right? So it's like a shroud. Maybe, like not Harry Potter where he turns invisible, but it's like a cloak where if you have like a magic ring and you put your hand around it, or it makes it not magical, or it makes it appear not magical, or it's like some sort of blanket where whatever it touches appears not magical. I don't know. I literally just made that up. I don't know, but it's freaking cool. So, love that author. Yes, sir, I do. Craft and plan on doing reviews as well. Nice. What's up, man? JC Craft Mage. I have not seen your stuff. I'll have to check you out. Blood of the Divine. Relic of a Demigod. Ooh, golden blood. Ooh, I see it. Yeah. Why do they have it? Where is it? How'd you spill the blood on this thing? Is this what? So anyway, I think it's freaking cool. So that's enough here, guys. It's been a blast. Lots of big stuff coming on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate all you guys. Like I said, would not be able to do any of this without you guys. So until next time, stay creative. Think outside that box. I love that catchphrase because that's what I try and do. I was talking to somebody about that today. Thinking outside the box. So we're trying to do here, guys. Peace.